Where the f do I even begin with this review? I know. I want to put the DVD on a curb and fucking... No, this movie does not deserve an intro. Alright, quick story. I had picked this up from Walmart, and it's in the low budget movie section. And by the cover, it looked interesting. Until I looked at the back and I was like, I don't know. And then one day I decided to scroll through Instagram, and then I saw the trailer for Clown in the Cornfield. And from the way it looked like it was going to be an interesting film. So then I buy the DVD, I come home, I put the DVD in the DVD player, and the first scene that comes up is Shudder. If you don't know what Shudder is, most of their movies are very low budget. Now, I'm not saying that they're cheap to make, but you can tell it's low budget. But as soon as those words Shudder showed up on the screen, I almost wanted to stop right there. Because I've seen a couple Shudder films I thought were fucking terrible. And this movie was exactly that. But so far as I know, there have been 3 Clown in the Cornfield novels. And that is what this movie is based on. Now, I haven't read the books. The books are probably better than the movie. But if it is, this is bad. Now let me tell you one movie I despised watching last year. I hated watching this movie. And you know what's even worse? I bought the DVD, I haven't watched it yet, and then I watched it in theaters. As soon as I walked out, the first thing I said was, I wasted my money. Now the reason why I bring up Thanksgiving here is because in this movie, it is nothing but famous TikTok stars and only one recognizable actor. Now as I was in the theater watching the movie, I was cringing so hard at the freaking TikTok stars thinking they can act. They were so bad. And the one recognizable actor that's in the movie happened to be the slasher. And me and my girl went, I knew it. Now in Clown in the Cornfield, they casted a bunch of nobodies, and there are only 2 recognizable actors in the movie. One is Curly from the Three Stooges movie, and the other is the Blob from X-Men Origins. And they happen to be the killer. The kills in this movie are so bad. There was one scene in the movie that made me go like, I'm like, of course it is. There's a scene in the movie where it's showing the guy working out in his garage. A clown comes in to act like he's a spotter. He takes his hacksaw, puts it onto the bars. As soon as the guy loses his grip on the bar, he drops it down and his head goes clean off into a beer cooler. The acting in this movie is so bad, I prefer the acting to Thanksgiving, and that's not saying much. I'd rather watch Thanksgiving again because you could tell there's a budget behind it. But I can't stand Thanksgiving. I absolutely hate Clown in the Cornfield. And if I was forced to watch one of these movies, I would prefer Thanksgiving. That is not saying much. I hate that movie and I prefer to watch that than Clown in the Cornfield. And there are some choices that the teens make in Clown in the Cornfield that just make me want to fucking rip my hair out. Now, if there are people that actually genuinely enjoy these 2 movies, good for you. Because these movies are not for me. They are horribly written, horribly acted, and they are very predictable. No one is likable in this movie. Yeah, this movie, that can go away. Now, I'm sorry this isn't a very thought out review like I did with Birds of Prey or Tron. It's because I've only watched Thanksgiving and Clown in the Cornfield once, and I don't remember anything. And I have no desire to go back to watch these movies again. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about these 2 movies. Me personally, I'm staying away from Shudder. If I were to go out and buy a new DVD and I see Shudder, I am not buying that shit. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. See ya. And one more thing to add, this movie has more creative kills.